Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So apparently the potential tariffs Donald Trump is going to place on Europe didn't really affect traders too much, apparently. But if you look at the charts, you see the dollar tanking quite significantly and it's lingering over monthly lows, very pressure below the $100 area, which we've marked out on the chart today. And even though he's extended a deadline for the EU trade until 9th of July, following a call with the European Commission President, Trump has threatened to impose a 50% tariff from imports on the European bloc beginning on June the 1st, because he said that the bloc is going nowhere and the talks are going nowhere as well. So if we look on how that's reflected, we've seen on the FX pairs, the foreign exchange pairs on the dollar, really going against the greenback. We've seen the Swiss franc rally, Canadian dollar rally, pound, euro, etc. So where does this leave the American dollar in general and the economy? Is it just a bit of a news call like we've seen before, where the dollar sinks quite significantly and then we get a bit of a retracement? Well, if we look on the dollar index, as I said, we're sliding lower and lower away from this $100 psychological area. And if we go all the way back to when Donald Trump did start announcing his particular potential trade tariff war, we've seen the dollar slide again and again, hitting lower lows. We had a brief bounce higher until above the $100 area, but since then we are very much pressured once again. So now we're just looking at the levels to see where we can go from here and what the potentials are. Obviously we've got this bottom here that we've hit, but the extreme low was around $98. This is quite significant as well. So, if we do get support at 99, there is a chance that we could see more of a progression higher, especially with the RSI hitting this double low here, but hasn't really created any firm divergence. We were hoping that the RSI would start lifting, possibly here, to create this bullish divergence to get prices back into the channel, but we'll have to wait and see if that does occur. So on the flip side of the dollar, we've got gold, which is doing steadily well. We had this first record high, then another peak, then we had a slight fall from grace here. We were hoping that we were going to have a V-shaped recovery, a full one up until 34.40, but since then, as you can see, a little bit pressured around 33.30 at the moment. So another $100 or so to go and we'd have more of a chance to see another record high. But since then, we're just basically waiting to see what the news is, what the potentials are in the market. Obviously the RSI is creeping up as well, hitting this double top, so there was always a chance that price action would start moving a bit lower as well. But let me know what you think. Is gold about to have a resurgence? Is this just a bit of a warning call from Donald Trump, and is he going to start lowering tariffs like he did with China? We'll have to wait and see. But as always, we'll bring you all the latest in fundamentals and technicals as they come on our YouTube and Telegram channel. So stick with us, stay ahead, trade responsibly, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.